أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Once again, this is me, Wasim Dilzak, with part 2 of the previous video. In the previous video, we talked about words that were commonly mispronounced. Words that should have been pronounced with an S sound, but those words were unfortunately pronounced with a Z sound. So the topic of this video is S, not Z, right? So the same thing will be done here. In this video, we'll focus on words that are pronounced with a Z sound, where or when they should be pronounced with an S sound. Let's begin. The first word is this one. How would you pronounce it? You would probably say comparison, but it is not comparison, right? It should be comparison. Now again, the S here should produce a sin sound instead of the za sound. Comparison. Now just look at this word, S-O-N. How would you pronounce this one? You would say son. Son means better. He's my son, I'm his son. It's son. But I wonder why people put in Z sound when they put son with compare. It should be comparison, right? I don't know why it happens. It should be comparison, not comparison. Now, comparison is a noun that comes from to compare. Compare means muwazna karna. It's a verb, and comparison is a noun. Comparison means muwazna. For example, you can say, my shoes are smaller in comparison with my sister's. The word comparison also means likeness or similarity. You can say there's no comparison between them. There's no comparison between you and Saad. There's no comparison between you and me because you are better than me. Comparison, not comparison. The next word is this one. L-O-O-S-E. How would you say it? You'd say lose. If you said lose, you will lose when it comes to pronunciation. Now this word over here is lose. And it's a verb. Lose is the opposite of to win. Lose means harna. You will lose. Sometimes they lose. But the word L-O-O-S-E is not pronounced lose. It should be loose. And this word is an adjective, right? It means dila, and it is the opposite of the word tight. For example, right now, I'm wearing a loose shirt. She wore a loose burqa. One of my teeth is loose. It's coming off. Loose, right? Not loose. And there is a phrase that says on the loose. If someone is on the loose, that means that person has escaped prison or confinement. जब कोई शख्स कैद से या जेल से भाग जाता है तो हम बोलते हैं he or she is on the loose. At large cannot also be used here. भागा हुआ, भगोड़ा. The prisoner is on the loose, right? The criminal is on the loose. The serial killer is on the loose. The rapist is on the loose. Watch out, right? The next word is this one. How would you say it? You would say consume. I hope so. Now, once again, you should not say consume. It should be consume, right? Or consume. The Americans would say consume, just like assume. And the Britishers would say consume, just like assume. It's not consume, it should be consume, right? Now, consume is a verb that means kharj karna, to eat or drink something. People consume a lot of sugar nowadays. These lights consume less electricity. Consume. Now the word consume also means to be destroyed by fire. आग से तबाह कर देना. For example, piles of books were consumed by fire. 3 buildings were consumed by this huge fire. It's not consumed, it should be consumed, right? Now if you want to make a noun out of this word, what do? You make it as consumption, or you come up with the word consumption. It's not consumption, it should be consumption. Consumption is a noun that means serve or istimal. For instance, you can say, this is not fit for human consumption. You should lower your alcohol consumption, or else you'll end up losing your life. Consumption, not consumption. Consume, not consume, right? The next word is this one. This word comes from this word. This is a noun, that's a verb. Now, how would you say? You will say consumer, and I've heard it a million times. But it's not consumer, it should be consumer or consumer. Consumer is a person that consumes something. Sarif, kharch karne wala. For example, Indians are the largest consumers of rice. I am a meat consumer. She is vegetable consumer. It's not consumer, it should be consumer. Consume and consumption. The next word is this one. Now once again, this word has two different pronunciations. This word decrease is a noun as well as a verb. Decrease means kami ya kam hona. As you know that when a word is a noun, the stress normally falls on the first syllable. So as a noun, you'd say decrease, kami. For example, we saw a huge decrease in births. As a verb, you would stress the second syllable. You would say decrease, and it means kami ya kam hona, kam karna. For example, the area's population has radically decreased. Not decreased, it should be decreased. She decreased her speed when she reached a bump. Decrease, right? It's not decrease. Now, there's a phrase in English that says on the decrease. If something is on the decrease, that thing becomes less common. जब कोई चीज कम होती जा रही हो तो हम बोलते हैं that thing is on the decrease. And it is the opposite of on the increase. For example, शादियाँ कम होती जा रही है. You can say marriage is on the decrease. Muhabbat kam hoti ja rahi hai. Love is on the decrease. Wafadari, loyalty is on the decrease. Decrease, but not decrease, right? The next word is this one. How would you say it? You'd say close. It's okay to say it as close. But once again, the mistake is made when this word is used as an adjective. Now, close is a word that means band karna. It's a verb, right? Close. It's a transitive as well as an intransitive verb. For example, hurry up, the door is closing. So in this sentence, the verb close is used as an intransitive verb. Or you can say, close your mouth, close your books, close the window, close the door. So in these sentences, the verb close is used as a transitive verb. So close is a verb. But if you want to use it as an adjective, you should say close with a seen sound, right? Close. Now close is an adjective that is the opposite of the adjective distant. Distant means dur ka, and close means qaribi ya qarib. For example, he is my close relative. I'm his close friend. His close friend died. Close means qaribi. It's not close. Close also means mazboot, strong. You can say the college has close links with other institutions. Close also means tight. You can say it was a close contest. ये बहुत कांटादार मुकाबला रहा. It was a close contest. It's not close. It should be close, right? Now, if you want to say qaribi, nizdik, you can say close by. वो यहाँ करीब रहती है. She lives close by, right? Close also means near. For example, the hotel is close to the city. Close. Close to means तकरीबन, give or take. For example, उन्होंने तकरीबन 30 साल जेल में गुजारे. He spent close to 30 years in jail. Close to, approximately, तकरीबन. And the other phrase is come close to. Come close to means खुदे खैर को. हम बोलते हैं ना खुदे खैर को. For example, he came close to losing his eye. उन्होंने अपनी आंख मतलब निकलवा बैठा था, लेकिन खुदा ने खैर कर दिया था. Khair kar diya, right? You can say he came close to calling the Prime Minister a liar. He was about to call him a liar, but it did not happen. He came close to killing a person. वो शख्स मार देता लेकिन खुदा ने खैर कर दिया. Come close to something, right? The next word is this one. Closer. It should be closer. Now closer is the comparative adjective of the adjective close. Closer means nearer. For example, he came closer and lowered his voice. Take a closer look at the picture. You'll see something strange. Closer. It's not closer, right? The next word is this one. And it is not chase, it should be chase. Now chase is a noun as well as a verb. As a noun it means picha, ya taqub. And as a verb it means picha karna, taqub karna. For example, the police was chasing a thief. I was chasing this car, he was chasing me. He chased me. As a noun you can say, the thief was caught after a short chase or after a brief chase. Chase is used here as a noun. So let's revise all of them once more. Comparison, lose, consume, consumer, decrease or decrease, close, closer, and chase. Now I forgot one thing, that is to chase rainbows. Now, to chase rainbows is a phrase that means to try to achieve something that is impossible or unrealistic. For example, you are chasing rainbows, that you want to become a president. It's not easy. It takes a hard work. It takes struggle. It takes courage. Learning English is not chasing rainbows. If you want to learn English, you have to get up in the morning. You have to work hard. You have to be determined, and you don't have to give up, right? It takes time. And you see, this is approximately the 7th time I'm recording the video, right? I make a mistake, I go back to the drawing board. I make a mistake, I start over. Nothing comes easy. You got to work hard. You got to work extremely hard and not give up. That's the only key to success. I hope you liked the video. If you did like it, give a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.